Alright, hello everyone. Courtney, you say something to test the mic.
Something to test the mic.
Hi. Yes, Courtney's here, so Courtney is also here. Let's see. So, yes. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome people. Welcome people. Welcome people.
So, yeah, yes. What should we do first? Should we do some questions first, or should we get straight to this? People might still be showing up, so I don't necessarily want to start right away.
Right. I guess maybe start with like QnA stuff, just to like let people like pour in gradually.
That might be a good idea. So, I've been working on this animation, not this one that you see on the screen, this is just a little preview. So, yeah, I've been working on this thing since February, and you guys might have actually seen it, because I actually streamed a little bit of it. I originally tried to do it frame by frame, which was a very, 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 very bad idea. Took forever. So, yeah, I guess let's start with questions and stuff. So, go ahead and fire away.
Gotta wait for the chat to catch up. I really like that animation of Cecil flipping a pancake.
My favorite.
It's cute. There should be an alternate version where she rolls a 1 and the pancake just explodes.
This song is from Crypto the Necrodancer. Let's see. The girl here is Courtney. She has her own channel called Courtney Project SNT.
I'll say hi in the chat. That is me.
Let's see.
If you like Sonic shit, then go on my channel, I guess.
Why start drawing? What was your inspiration? I don't know. When I was really, really, really little, I always made a fake Pokemon. I also was obsessed with Zoids, so I made up Zoids. So I drew them. And then when I was around 15 or so, I got my first tablet and stuff. And I originally got it just to do texture work for 3D modeling stuff. And then it just kind of evolved into doing art. The rollout date for the animation itself will be tomorrow, actually. Though I'm going to also post it later tonight on Newgrounds after the stream is over, so Newgrounds viewers will be able to get an early viewing.
So you're saying you made Zoids OCs?
Not Zoids OCs, but like Zoids... Like, I don't know if you could call them original characters because they were basically mechs, or vehicles, essentially.
Original mechs.
Yeah.
What kind of fake Pokemon did you make?
There's one that I remember making that was like a little fox thing that like had half... It was basically a fucking Todoroki. Half of it was ice and half of it was fire, and it was a dual type.
Cute. What was your first animation that you did?
We don't talk about that. It was made around 2011, which, consider what was popular at that time.
The horses!
Shut up.
The horses!
I've never really been a fan of Kingdom Hearts, so I'm very happy for the Kingdom Hearts fans that they're finally getting number 3. As a salty Half-Life 3, as a salty Half-Life fan myself, I'm totally down for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I've liked the Smash series a lot and stuff. I've never been like a huge hardcore competitive player, but I do like for glory mode and stuff like that.
Smash Brothers is a party game.
Yeah. It's a party game that you can take a little seriously at times, if you want. Let's see, can you paint well on paper or just digital? I can't paint, but I can draw on paper just fine. Let's see. Any suggestions on blocking or motivation? Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it and just do it.
That is true.
If you're waiting to be in the right mood to do anything, you're never going to get anything done. Sometimes you have to figure out how to put yourself in the mood.
Sometimes you're just gonna open up the program and just do it.
It's easier as you go on. Splatoon and Breath of the Wild. I like Splatoon. It's a fun multiplayer game. I can't stick with it very long. I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild, though.
I played a lot of Splatoon 1, and I got Splatoon 2, but I burnt myself out on Splatoon 1 so much that I can't really play Splatoon 2 very much. Because it's basically the same game.
Skeletor, I don't know how that would work a Curly Zoids crossover. I have no idea about any of that. I would play Monster Hunter World if I had a PS4 or Xbox, so now I'm just waiting for the PC release date. I am a PC gamer through and through, but I also do have a Switch, but I mostly play PC. As of late, I've been playing a lot of Warframe.
And Stardew Valley.
Yeah, and Stardew Valley too. Cooperative farming. By the way, did you see the one mod that I linked you? The time dilation one?
I did. I haven't gotten to mess with it yet.
That might be a good idea to get. Just because God, the days are so multiplayer.
Your animations are really awesome. How did you get to this point?
A lot of practice. I had always wanted to be an animator and stuff when I was young, and I always kind of thought like, oh, I'll never be able to do this stuff. And then I came across one of Chris O'Neill's tutorials, and was like, holy shit, this actually explains stuff in a manner that I can understand, and then it just kind of like all exploded forth from there. Same thing kind of happened to me with coding a long time ago that I've since forgotten. Like, there's just a certain point when working with something where things just kind of click. And you just like, oh my god, everything makes sense now, I can use this program. Or I can do this. Warframe is a very good example of how to do free-to-play correctly. It seems like there's a lot of things that cost money in the game, but the entire point of the game is to basically find item or gather resources. Oh, chat disconnected on me.
Chat disconnected on me too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
But Warframe, the entire point of it is basically it's the kind of game that makes grinding interesting and part of the game itself. Whereas, like, instead of, like, being a barrier, it's more of like, hey, this is what you want to be doing. You basically gather you can buy all the weapons and stuff using real money if you really want to, but the entire point is basically, hey, gather these resources, put them in your foundry, have like 6 guns being built at the same time. When you're ready to use one, pull it out, level it up, and then sell it. Or keep it if you really like it.
What was your first gaming platform?
The first one that I owned myself was the Nintendo 64.
Same!
Hell yeah. I remember my dad had an NES and stuff that I also had played a little bit.
My dad had an NES, but he broke it because he got really mad.
Oof.
That was when I was like a really, really small babu.
Oof.
What character do you really enjoy drawing the most?
I like drawing Curly Brace a lot. Dante's fun to draw. I also... What else have I...
Would you consider Cecil fun to draw?
No! Cecil's not fun to draw, actually. That's why I don't draw her as much as I'd like to. She has too many legs.
I already knew the answer to that.
Cecil is one of my favorites. Favorites of my characters, but she's a bitch to draw.
Yep.
Hello, Apocalypticus.
Any other questions? People are talking about consoles now.
Yeah. Is it easy drawing big hips? As long as you keep, as long as you have an understanding of anatomy, no, not really. Generally, the hips are going to be about parallel with the shoulders, if not a little bit wider.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you kind of can tell where like the top of the hip bones are. Those will line up perfectly with the shoulders, and then you can have them kind of flesh out a little bit below that. But yeah. Do I consider myself a voice actor? To a degree, yes. I don't voice act that often, but I am totally down with voicing stuff, and have voiced many things before. I voiced Sans times.
Snaz and Shadow.
What's up, everybody? It's Sans Undertale. Let's do this shit.
I'm confirmed for Smash Brothers. I'm a Ness Echo character.
And also I voiced Shadow in Courtney's videos. I have not played Titanfall 2, but I was kind of interested in it. Because, like, it actually looked like it was pretty good, but at the same time it's also EA, and I've had EA boycotted since 2012. I refuse to buy any of their games. Ever since they put a fucking rootkit in goddamn Origins.
Ew. Nick Kelly, you didn't miss the animation. We're doing a Q&A.
Yeah, we're gonna do...
People jump in.
We'll probably start the animation in like around 4 minutes. So, and then we'll do a bit of a Q&A after that. I'm only planning to stream for like 30 minutes. What do I do in my free time other than animating and drawing? I'm gonna assume drawing is included in that as well. Mainly just play, yeah, I guess.
Video.
How do you stay inspired to make animations? I have a hard time staying focused. Easiest thing to do is to start off with something smaller. Like, doing GIFs and stuff is way easier than doing full animation. Doing, like, short little, like, 15-second animations, 30-second animations, just gradually work up from there. The big issue with a lot of newer animators is that they try to rush on and do something huge for their very first project, and it's very dumb. The very first thing I tried to make was a goddamn fucking 2-hour movie. Let me tell you, that's not smart. Mistakes were made.
Mistake. Is Cecil part of the PBO2 universe? I know the answer to that.
No, she is not. She is part of a separate universe. It's kind of like... I don't know if it would be the same timeline or not. I kind of have like 3 little world building things that I kind of go off of. I have like a sci-fi setting that I use for like Pivot. I have like a fantasy setting that I use for fantasy-oriented characters, and then I have a modern version of that fantasy one that's like several years in the future, where there's basically just monsters and supernatural elements in a modern setting. Courtney, question for you, Courtney. How do you feel about Yokai Watch?
I have no opinion because I've never played it. People have to remember that Sylveon and I are 2 separate, like, things. Sylveon is just a character, and I'm me with my own opinions. So Sylveon's opinions do not reflect my own most of the time. I don't care. I don't have an actual opinion about Yokai Watch.
Oh look, another cat.
Another cat!
Let's see, how old is Pivot? If you mean mentally, she's in her 20s. if you mean physically, she's only about like 2 to 3 years old. But robots, the newer they are, the quote unquote more mature they can be, because newer robots are smarter, generally, are more refined. I had one question earlier.
That's not how you spell Undertale.
No, that is how you spell Undertale, just not the kind you're thinking of.
Not the normal kind. No, that's how they spell the porn.
You're not supposed to say that word.
I don't. You know
this is a fucking Christian stream.
I can say whatever the fuck I want, Zedrin butt pants.
Let's see, do you draw a lot on paper before you decide to do animation? I actually don't draw on paper that much. I more just do it out of, like, requirement rather than desire. Most of my stuff is 100% digital from inception to completion. But like when I'm on like a flight or when I'm visiting friends and stuff, I might have a sketchbook with me on that.
I used to draw in sketchbooks a lot when I was in high school. I have like a huge stack of sketchbooks from my high school years, and whenever I'm feeling kind of down, I go into my sketchbooks and look at my old drawings, and then it makes me feel better because it shows how much I've grown since then.
Yeah, I try to keep my stuff, at least commissions, I keep sorted according to month. And then also for my doodle dumps, I'll like have timestamps on them whenever I create them. All right.
You should change your username to Zedrin Butt Pants.
Oh. What music do I listen to while drawing? Usually, I have a huge-ass playlist of around, like, 350 songs, which, is also publicly contributed to. I might be able to find it directly on my channel, actually, but people are basically able to freely add songs to that. How do I practice perspective? Oh, but yeah, in terms of the music and stuff, I listen to a shit ton of Toho, for instance. I fucking love Toho music. So good. Let's see.
Do you guys help each other out with animation or drawing?
I'll sometimes do a bit of art for Courtney on a few of her videos. I'm otherwise mostly independent. Sometimes Courtney will voice in a few animations. She actually voices in this upcoming one.
Yay! A question for me. What's my opinion on the Kingdom Hearts plot? I don't get it. I didn't grow up with Kingdom Hearts. My sister is really into Kingdom Hearts, but like every time she tries to explain the plot, even she gets confused, so... Oh, Strelok is here.
Hello, Strelok. Strelok did the audio on animation as well.
Should we ask like a couple more questions and then...
Yeah. We'll wrap up the questions here and then we'll start the animation. What was Pivot's first design iteration from her current one? Let me see if I can find it, because she used to be a little bit squishier. listen to the Gorillaz. I don't actively listen to the Gorillaz, but I do like their songs when they do come up. Do you like 3D modeling? I've done 3D modeling before. I actually made a few custom models. If on my channel I have a MMD animation, believe it or not. That's really old. That's a bad Apple video for Madoka Magica, and I actually made a few of the custom models for that.
That's like your most viewed video, isn't it?
Yeah. So I just realized that I had the music being doubled up.
It's like stereo music.
What's both your opinions on Monster Musume? Monster Musume is very trashy, but I really like a lot of the character designs in it. And I think it's, honestly, as far as harems go, even as trashy as it is, it's better than a lot of other harem anime out there. I don't think...
I wish it didn't have a human male protagonist. That's my only gripe with it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it would do better if there's less focus on the protagonist. Because he's very obviously a self-insert for the viewers.
As most harems do.
But, to his credit, he's marginally more interesting than the average harem protagonist as well, so... And it's not so much about, like... So many harem anime out there are just like, oh my god, this guy is constantly being attacked because the girls hate him. In this case, it's more just like that he's being attacked because of recklessness, and that's about it.
The only good harem protagonist is the protagonist in Konosuba.
If that even counts, I mean, none of the girls are... like, there's no romantic tension between most of those characters except for maybe Darkness. Konosuba's good. It's very, very funny. It does sexy humor correctly. Let's see. How long does the animation take? This one I started back in February, so you can do the math there. Usually...
How long?
4 months.
And how long is the animation?
Oh, it's 6 minutes long. Actually, come to think of it, considering it's 6 minutes long, 4 months is actually very, very good. That said, it would have been done a lot faster if I had actually used methods I was more familiar with. I have never watched High School DxD, so I don't know anything about it. I have zero interest in Fallout 76. I actually don't have any interest in Fallout, period. I kind of feel like a lot of Bethesda's RPGs are very... milquetoast, I guess.
Should we start the animation?
Yeah. Okay, so you guys ready to see the animation?
You ready to see boobies?
Alright. Let's get this show. Let's get the show on the road. Alright, I'm gonna mute the microphones and stuff, so you won't hear me and Courtney during the animation. But let's do this.
Yay!
Hang on, I'm having some audio issues. Reference. Alright, now it should be good.
Hello? Anyone there? I'm here to slay a demon lord? Can you let me in? Thank you! Huh, nice place.
So, you've come for my mistress, have you?
Huh? I mean, I'm here to slay a demon.
How about I get to play with you instead?
That sounds fun, but only for a little bit. I gotta finish this up and be back in time for dinner.
Cocky, aren't you? I am Izalith. No mortal can resist me.
Nice to meet you. My name is Hiro. I'm on a quest to become a knight and vanquish evil from this plane of existence. So, what did you want to play? Not to brag, but I've never lost a game of Scrabble.
Scrabble?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Scrabble does take a while.
How about we skip ahead to the part where you lust for me while I drain your will and...
Wait. You said we were gonna play together. To do that, we need a game.
That isn't what I meant.
Well, according to Code 16 on contracts with Netherworld species, Article 5 states that vocal contracts are considered legally binding as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't know about it. You, being a demon and all. You are a demon, right? Yo, come on, this'll be fun! Aha! 4 in a row. Another victory for Hiro.
Oh, you're so skilled. Such a masterful tactician deserves a reward.
Quite. Take me to your leader.
But wouldn't you rather have me?
Why would I want you? So, can I see your boss now?
Promise 30 barrels of album extract in exchange for sparing... Hold on. What do we have here?
My lady, this human was sent here to slay you.
Hi, my name is Hiro. I'm on a quest to become a knight and vanquish evil from this plane of existence.
Oh, about time.
Indeed. I hope you're ready.
Might I see your missive?
Sure? Okay, hang on. It's in here somewhere. So I got one of these bags, and there's you can put a lot of things in the bag, but it's hard to get things out of the bag. Just a second. Hey, you found it! Thanks!
Yes, this is the one I was expecting. Excellent. I hope you didn't detain him at all, Izalith. I told you we were expecting him.
What are you talking about?
You silly boy. This wasn't a mission to slay me. It was to lay me.
Oh. Why did they need me for that? Can't you do that yourself?
You're cute. Most men would be jealous to be in your position. Count yourself lucky. Many would die to be where you are. And many have.
But that just sounds so boring. Why would anyone be jealous?
I'll have you know, I'm desired by countless men.
What's that got to do with me? I mean, if they're keeping you up at night, then maybe that'd be annoying and you could use help then, but do you really still need me for that? If you wanted to, you could do it right here on the floor.
Well, you're very forward.
Granted, that wouldn't be very comfortable. I guess my job is to find you a couch or bed or something, but you probably have one of those yourself, right?
Obviously.
Sorry, I just thought this was supposed to be a big mission, but I guess I shouldn't complain, even if it is simple. If the Order asks it of me, then I should do it without a second thought.
That's more like it.
So, how does this work? Do I read you a story or something?
What?
What?
Do you still not know why you're here? What's your mission stated?
Well, it says to help you lie.
It says to lay the demon.
Yes?
Yes! You and I are going to have it!
Why?
Because that's why you were sent here!
Me?
Do you see anyone else?
Well, there's the one girl over there.
Fuck you.
And that guy in the portal.
Yo.
That guy in the portal happens to be my father! And he is the one who arranged with your order for you to come here in the first place as an offering!
Oh, daddy issues, huh? Well, that seems outside my realm of qualifications. But don't give up. I'm sure you'll find a nice guy eventually.
How is this possible? They planned this. Of course, those bastards would send a peon like you.
What do you mean, like me?
Incorruptible imbecile denser than lead! You are a worthless offering! An ogre devoid of its brain would be more useful than you are!
Hey, that's rude. And you really shouldn't shout. I can hear you just fine.
Do you even know who I am? What I am?
Angry?
Damn right I'm angry!
I'm angry. I'm dead.
I hate all of you.
So yeah, that was the animation. I just made you all sit through 6 minutes just to make a dad joke. I hope you're all happy. So yeah, that was the animation. And if you want to watch this, I will have it up on Newgrounds later today. So, see. So for all the voice actors and stuff, I had Jello Apocalypse as Hiro, Jen McGregor as the Demon Queen, Courtney here as Izalith, and then Reagan Murdoch as the Demon Daddy. I might do another playthrough of it at the end of the stream, but so yeah, I made you all sit through 6 minutes to watch a dad joke.
Good job.
I am very proud of myself.
I hope you're happy.
Alright. So I guess let's do a little bit more. I guess we can do a few more questions and stuff before wrapping up here. Anybody else want to ask any questions about anything? Doesn't have to be about art or the animation. So by all means, you're welcome to ask about those. I'm very happy with the ending. The sitcom joke is honestly my favorite, just because like the end joke is so fucking bad that just makes the sitcom thing that much better.
I wish you had the ability to put in the Full House theme instead.
I totally would have.
Getting infringed.
I should put in the subtitles or in the captions. Not Full House music starts playing.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
To be fair, I didn't intend to spend 4 months on this project. I intended to spend maybe 1 to 2 months at most. But because I decided to frame by frame it, it came out it took way longer than it should have. I won't teach people individually how to draw, but I'm always down for answering questions about it, and I have tutorials. I can find tutorials as well. What Bad Apple remix did I play? I played Richad EB's remix. It was his metal cover of Bad Apple. Are my animations inspired by video games? A little bit. This one was more inspired by anime. I saw a 4chan post a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. Back around February. That was basically the entire premise. You have a hero who is, or a protagonist who is shonen levels dumb, and people try to hit on him, and it just goes completely over his head. So that's where I got a lot of the ideas for this one. I just kind of expanded it from there. do I work with Channel Frederator? I don't work with Channel Frederator, but I am part of the Frederator network. And they're actually a really good network and stuff for animators and stuff. Their cut is a little bit on the pricey side, but at the same time, the perks that they offer are actually, for me, they're worth it. I wouldn't recommend everybody get with them, but if you're a prolific animator and stuff, and you actually have use of like the audio libraries that they offer, as well as the promotion that they offer, good. I don't know where the archive of the 4chan post is, unfortunately. Will you do more time-lapse animations? Yes, actually. I have one in progress that I will... Let me actually just open up Premiere, and I can show you it. I've got this one here. Pull this out. So yeah, I got a Shantae one. That'll be up soon. You can see what it looks like.
I'm sad you didn't stick with the Pop Team Epic face for Roddy.
Yeah, it was looking a little weird. Yeah, I hope you guys like Shantae because this one will be here. What do you guys enjoy doing in your free time?
Vidya.
I think you were asked this already.
Yeah. Vidya games.
Bitches!
What's your process when planning out your webcomic?
Usually, the way it works is Sunday or Monday evening. I usually draft up the script for that week's update. On Monday, then I pencil it out and do a rough for it. Tuesday, I will do the line art for it. Wednesday, then I will color it in. And then Thursday, if I need to, I will do the shading for it. Usually, I also do the typesetting early on as well. Shantae animation. I'm working on a Shantae animation that is very not safe for work at the moment, but the Shantae time-lapse that I was just sharing, that's going to be safe for work.
For those that are kind of new to this channel, Zed does a webcomic about a robot girl.
I will get you guys a link so you guys can see it. I've been doing
really
it for
good.
about a year and a half now, I think it is. If you guys want to check out my webcomic, it's right here. Subscribe to the RSS feed, or if you have a Tumblr, you can go check it out there. The Tumblr's linked at the bottom. But for the question asking what my main OC is, that's Pivot. Pivot is my primary OC. She's the one I use the most. She's the one who has her own webcomic. Courtney, will your cat girl ever get pants?
No. Pants are for losers.
Pants are for squares.
A wild Mason appears.
Mason, what the fuck are you doing here? So, you guys got any other questions?
Pants are for humans. You're here to support your friends. Well, you're a little late because you missed the animation.
Yeah, Mason, God.
Who's the Spider-Girl character that's on screen?
the Spider Girl is Cecil. She is a D&D character that I made a while back. I kind of just made it into a general thing. Meredith Sims is the voice of Pivot. I haven't done a lot of voice-acted stuff with her yet. There's a little bit of voicing in Override, but when I finally do get around to the next animation for her, there will be a lot more dialogue, I can promise that. I definitely want to make a full animated series. The only problem is doing a full animated series is very, very, very difficult to do.
And time consuming.
Yeah, and I also have a lot of other stuff that I also want to work on at the same time. Like, I'll be honest, my Patreon, it helps fund a lot of the Safe for Work stuff that I do, but the Patreon, most people subscribe for the Not Safe for Work stuff, and I do enjoy doing the Not Safe for Work stuff as well. Thank you for watching, Kyle.
How many characters do you have?
Oh boy, more than I can fucking count.
I understand.
Courtney's in the same boat.
So I don't do anything with my characters because I'm sad and lazy.
Let's see. I've got like 9 alone that are in the webcomic itself. And then I've got like a host of other Monster Girl characters and things like that. Other D&D characters, things like that. There's a lot. I gotta say, it's probably on the order between 25 to 30.
I feel you.
When it comes to drawing mecha robot characters, what should you focus on? That depends on where you're pulling your inspiration from. Like, Pivot, her design is a little bit more... It's loosely inspired from, like, kind of how, like, Mega Man's designs are. Where there's kind of, like, the armored parts and stuff. Maybe a bit of clothing. I can't even remember the whole roster, there's so many characters I have.
It's okay. I've got like 2 entire gangs in my OC universe, plus like 3 families and other various characters, and characters that I share with my sister. Have you ever done or plan to do a multi-voice comic dub?
I have thought about doing that. I actually do want to do a comic dub of PVO2. It's more a matter of finding time to organize it. But I do have all the... I already know everybody who would voice what characters and stuff for comic dub. When it comes to it. But yeah. Keep in mind when I say I have at least 30, almost 30 characters, these are characters that I have actually drawn. They're not just ones that I have thought up. If you want to count things that I've also thought up, it's more than that even. But I haven't done anything with them yet, so I don't count them as OCs yet. Trust me, there are actually a lot of deep voicemail voice actors that are around. I don't think... I mean, like, listen to my voice and stuff. My voice is pretty deep and stuff. And I mean, if you really want, I can get it even deeper than that. And you know, just drop into my lower registers and suddenly the room gets very smooth. You know what I mean. Lay means... Okay, lay can mean multiple things. Literally, it means... You know how it means to lie down with? Well, lie in bed with. That's why it came to mean have sex with. I don't know. Depends on how they're designed. I'm of the mindset that if you're going to make robots that are capable of having sex, they also have to be able to reject your advances if they want.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
also some other silly voice acting stuff.
there, it's me, Monkey Overwatch. Hope you all had a lovely summer. Just calling to say that your dad loves you. Your dad loves you so fucking much. Please return my texts. And, enjoy the burger I sent you in the mail.
Happy birthday, gay people.
Happy birthday, gay people.
Not safe for work dubbed animation. There was a tiny bit of voice acting in the Curly Brace animation, but it wasn't much. I haven't really put much thought into not safe for work dubbed animations. To be honest, there's a lot of not safe for work animations out there that do have voice acting, but it's very rarely like good, I guess.
When it comes to stuff like that, nobody really cares about the dialogue.
Yeah. Opinion on the IHOP fiasco. I remember I saw a tweet from like 2015 that said, "Man, I just had a burger at IHOP. There's a reason they're not called International House of Burgers, and I feel that's more relevant than ever today."
Nobody goes to IHOP for non-breakfast food. That just doesn't happen.
I just find it very funny that Winston's voice is in my register. That's the thing that I'm talking about, Angel, is usually like there's not a lot of voice work of any sort, like even vocalizations are common. Like vocalizations is most what you'll get in not safe for work animations, and even then it's not common. Sometimes you'll just get generic stock animation. Channel Awesome Meltdown. I'm just grabbing the popcorn on that.
I'm just sad that all those people had to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're all just people trying to make an honest living and doing what they love. And I actually, like, enjoy the work that most of those people did, so it's really upsetting that they had to deal with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Basically a lot of, was it sexual harassment allegations, or was it just...
It was a lot of stuff. Like, it's hard to, like, TLDR the whole situation, because each account that these people posted were all, like, different, like, problems with Channel Awesome in general. It's mostly due to, like, the
board management.
CEO, like, not CEO/owner of Channel Awesome. Not Doug Walker. It was some other guy that actually owns the Nostalgia Critic brand. Which is, like, a really big, terrible thing.
Yeah.
I think the only, like, things that were said about Doug Walker was, like, he was kind of oblivious to the whole thing.
He was complacent.
Yeah. Complacent, oblivious, didn't exactly know, like, didn't really, like, understand the whole situation. He kind of lived in his own world for the most part, him and his brother. But anyway, you can read all about that somewhere. Just look up Change the Channel or something like, or Not So Awesome.
So let's see, what other questions do we have really quick before we wrap up here? What would happen if Cecil rolled a 1 on dexterity? Pancake would probably explode.
I said that earlier.
Or maybe like she'd flip it up and it would come down as a truck. Honestly, if I were to see a character added to Smash, I kind of want Shantae, because she would fit very Like, it'd be very easy to make a move set for her.
Mm-hmm. I do like Down the Rabbit Hole. It's a really good series. Very well researched.
Let's see. Have you guys ever made some safe for work, not safe for work OC comparisons? I have several not safe for work characters. I'm very, very open about this fact. I draw porn for a living. I will not deny that at all. It helps finance the safe for work stuff that I also do. But I have some characters that are explicitly exist for not safe for work stuff. If I were to make another channel, it would probably be dedicated strictly to a single topic instead of miscellaneous fight that are the miscellaneous animations that I have here. It's kind of a catch-all channel. Second channel would probably be more like a strictly animation channel, maybe just for like series. I don't know. I did have one channel that Courtney and I used to manage, SFS Animation. Got up to around 250,000 subs, but because we started off making animations for a single fandom, it became very hard to break out of that.
And then the channel died. Rest in peace.
When did I start doing not safe for work stuffs? I can't remember. I think maybe in 2014, 2013. Maybe 2015.
That's when you started doing it, like, seriously.
Might have been 2015 then. Actually did it regularly. I dish on her head because it looks cute. Have you ever made different OCs together doing safe work, not safe for work stuff? I kind of just answered that, unless you mean my OCs and Courtney's OCs, which I've drawn a few of her characters in the nude before.
Eh. I mean, as long as he asks first, I don't care. My stance on not safe for work is, like, as long as you put it in a place that isn't easily accessible for children, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's actually one of my biggest stances on not safe for work, is like, not safe for work is treated very weirdly by a lot of parties, including people who are into it, because on one hand, like, people who like not safe for work stuff, I like not safe for work stuff, we gotta be more responsible with where we put it and how we use it. And we have to keep in mind that, like, hey, even though it's fictional and stuff, it does have, like, an impact on people, so you just need to make sure you account for that. That doesn't mean you can't do it, but you do have to be aware of that. And also you have to make sure that you're not, like, bringing not safe for work into channels and areas where it really shouldn't be. And that's one big issue and one big legitimate complaint. But at the same time, there's also those people who think that any sign of not safe for work means that you're a basement-dwelling ass nut. And it's not right. It's not good.
I know a lot of people that draw it, and they're all really chill people, usually.
Yeah. It's like a lot of people who are, like, anti-porn and stuff, I see them to be the most vitrolic, very angry people, generally. And very, very judgmental of others.
Like, I've worked with Alpha before, and he does a lot of porn. And he's, like, one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Alpha's a good bean.
He is. I've done, like, voice acting for some of his animations before.
Active Reactive. I should have a link to my Discord in my... Oh no, I don't have a link. Let's try this. I will give you a link. I'm going to post a link to my Discord. And if you want to join the Discord at all, you can actually drop it in the classroom chat there, and I can give you feedback there. And other people in the chat can as well. So, if you want to join, let me see. There. If you want to join the Discord and stuff, I can give you feedback through there. The Discord is safe for work. It's focused namely on, hey, talk about video games and anime, share art that you've done, get feedback, learn shit, things like that. Mostly pretty chill. Sometimes we do get a few assholes who basically act like assholes and then try to blame it on their mental health issues and stuff, which is getting really repetitive. Yeah. The only thing I'd say is if you're going to join the server, just make sure you read through the rules first, because I've had quite a few people who don't. Let's see, how many times have you made animations? God, I have probably made a grand total of around 3 hours worth of cartoons in my life so far. Imagine like about an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, is available on SFS. How long have I been doing animations? I've been animating since the end of 2011. What projects am I currently working on? I am working on a Not Safe for Work Shantae animation, so you won't see anything about that here.
Unless you do the Patreon and you are above the age of 18.
Yeah. That reminds me, if you guys like my stuff and you want to support it, I do have a Patreon. And if you are above the age of 18 and you don't want to see Not Safe for Work, $1 keeps the Not Safe for Work out of your hair. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here because it's been going for an hour. So, thank you guys all for watching. This has been fun. See how well the animation fares on YouTube as a whole tomorrow. It'll be public tomorrow, and if you know my Newgrounds account, you can go check it out there today, which I'll be posting it within the next few minutes. So, bye everybody. You can say bye, Courtney.
Oh, goodbye.
See ya.